What is the difference between exclusivity and perpetuity? Let's talk about it. Perpetuity means forever. So when a brand is purchasing your content to be used in perpetuity, that means they can do whatever they want with that content forever. They can use it however they want. They can also make AI avatars if they choose to do so. They can modify that content. They can basically use it forever, and you have no rights to that content, and you cannot request payment for them to use that content forever. Exclusivity, on the other hand, is a little bit different. Exclusivity is when you cannot work with another brand in the similar niche as the brand who hired you. Here's an example. Let's say Jason Wu hired me to create content for his lipstick or his makeup company, and he has like a 3-month exclusivity clause in the contract. That means that I will not be able to work with other makeup companies, any makeup companies, for the 3-month duration. Exclusivity isn't always bad, especially if the product is extremely niche down. However, if you are accepting exclusivity for a really broad niche like makeup, skincare, wellness, apparel, self-care, whatever, then you have to be compensated appropriately for that exclusivity. Industry standard for exclusivity is ×3 of your base rate per month of exclusivity. If you're charging brands $300 and they also want to include 1 month of exclusivity, you need to take $300, multiply that by 3, that's $900, and then add that add-on, that exclusivity add-on, to your base rate, which should be $300. So your deal would actually be $1,200. There's one thing I want to mention when it comes to perpetuity. There's a difference between granting a brand a license to your content, a license usage, or transferring IP ownership. Now, you can grant the brand the use of your image, likeness, voice, etc. for perpetuity, but that means that you can take that license back. When you're transferring intellectual property or IP and ownership of that content to the brand, you cannot take that right back. It now belongs to them. That content is now theirs, and if you were to try to actually post your own content on your own social media accounts or like your portfolio, then that content is actually not yours, and you could be legally liable if you try to do that. This is why it's so important to understand UGC legalities and UGC contracts. If you need help with UGC contracts, I do have a UGC contract workshop. It is 90 minutes. It's 1 hour and 30 minutes long. The workshop deep dives into UGC legalities, UGC terms that you need to understand, and also provides you with many different examples of red flags that you could see in UGC contracts, and it also provides you with screenshots of how you can ask the brand to modify your contract so that way you are legally protected as a content creator. It's available in my Stancer, and yes, it does include a lawyer proofread UGC contract template that I currently use myself.